Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of the Highland Fling we are starting season 14 at Wick Academy as we continue to try and push towards bringing the Scottish Premiership title back to Wick. And first up, it will be a game against newly promoted Kilmarnock away from home. So not the easiest of tests, but hopefully we can show our quality and get 3 points on the board right away from the start. If we look at the media prediction for this season, we are not predicted to be bottom for the first time. We are predicted to be 10th, which would be just above relegation. So yeah, some improvement there. Maybe our reputation is starting to grow in our third season in the Scottish Premiership. We do have new kits as well, a new deal with Nike, so they have produced new kits for us for this season ahead. If we look at the season preview after all our summer business, we are predicted to be 10th, but we are 200 to 1, our lowest odds to win the title since we've been promoted. The two promoted sides are behind us. Dunfermline are 1,000 to 1 to stay to win the title, so they are rock bottom prediction. We know that position very well, and we know teams can finish above that as we have. But teams ahead of us that are close, Partick Thistle, Queen's Park, Dundee United, Hearts, all in that region ahead of us. If we can get to top 6 again and hopefully push for European football, only missed out by a single point last season, hopefully we can improve this season. If we look at the finances of the club, not in wonderful shape. We are 380,000 in debt before the season starts. We are slightly above our wage budget, so our wage budget is 59,129 and we're spending 59,587, so about 300, 400 pound over that. We might try and loan some players out before the August or the summer window ends, just to bring that down. But yeah, the club not great financially, but hopefully a good season will help with that. European football would have really helped, but we didn't quite get it. We did take in some money during the summer. We sold a couple of players. Rhys Thomas was sold for 2,500 to Rate Rovers, and Javier Urbina was sold to Phoenix in America for 125,000. So we brought in that money. We didn't spend anything. We brought in some players on frees and loans. So that was a bit of money just to balance the books as much as we could. It didn't really work. We got some money in over the summer for the first time really in a while. We did have an issue over the summer with our staff. Most of their contracts were up at the end of the season, and everyone wanted a new contract and everyone wanted a huge wage increase. There were coaches who were on 200, 300 pound a week wanting 2,000 to 3,000 a week. Scouts that were on 100 pound a week wanting 2,000 a week. So I just kind of lost it and got rid of everyone and brought in new staff to build up for this season. So hopefully we can have a good season with this new backroom staff for us. Next to look at dynamics before the season start. Team cohesion is good, so we should be good to start. Club atmosphere is good, manager support. Kai Rooney is the only player unhappy because I desperately tried to sell him during the summer. Offered him out a number of times. We never had a bid on him. Wanted to try and cash in on that value. Couldn't quite do it. So at some point, maybe when that concern eases away, we'll sign a new contract with Kai Rooney. He will be with us for this season anyway, despite me offering almost weekly during the summer, but couldn't quite get him out the door. Our pre-season went really well. We only suffered one defeat over pre-season. That was in a friendly to Stoke. Our campaign in the League Cup went really well. We won all our games to finish top of our group for the second season running. We're into the second round of the League Cup, and we have been drawn at home to Ross County of the Championship, so a chance to advance even further in that competition, and that money would be very much needed for this season ahead. So that is everything caught up on, I think, of the summer. So we will go ahead now and look at our lineup for this first game, and it's a very familiar lineup. All starting 11 players were here last season. We haven't signed anyone that breaks into the team just yet. I spent most of the summer looking for players to add depth to our squad. I think we've done that. So yeah, Neil starts in goals. A back four: Pereira, Evans, Ibrahim and Corey Sears, who was on loan last season. We've brought him in now on a permanent contract, so he is our man now at left back for this season. In midfield, Kamara, Chambers, Goodyear and McLuckie. Ian Murphy has an injury for the first game of the season, so he will miss it. And up front, Monaghan and Rooney start alongside each other. Rooney slightly unhappy, but hopefully that won't affect his performance. So we'll get into the new players. They're all mostly on the bench. We brought in a new goalkeeper in Nicky Starnes. He comes in from Wolves on a free transfer. Really decent backup. We let Wallace Beard go. We brought in Nicky Starnes, and if we compare him to Neil, who would be starting the season at number 1, it's very close. It's very close, and I think if Nicky Starnes develops over the season, he could take over that spot. He is a higher valued player on the transfer market, but that may be just because he's younger. But yeah, it's very close. So we have two decent goalkeepers. Neil has shown he can play at this level, and hopefully Starnes can develop into a good backup. Next up, Scott Guest was a player who came in on a trial after being released by Dundee, who were relegated. I think he's a really good backup for that midfield role with Goodyear and Chambers. If you look, good vision of 16, balance of 16 too is as high, but a first touch of 15, passing of 15, technique of 14, off the ball 12, anticipation of 15, good composure, good decisions. He's a really good backup, and I think he will play a lot this season and make an impact off the bench and when he starts. Next new player is Jeff Harkin, a backup right winger we brought in on a free, released by Cliftonville in Northern Ireland. We brought him in, just a decent backup for Camarda. We didn't have a right winger last season, so the pressure was really on Camarda. 12 pace, 15 acceleration, good crossing at 11, first touch is decent, and yeah, he's not brilliant, but he is a decent Premiership player and a good backup for us to have in on a free. Next is a striker we brought in. Of course, we sold two strikers in Rhys Thomas and Javier Yerbaina, so we brought in Dequan Skeet, released by Rangers, started his career at Arsenal, went to Rangers, only played 20 games with them, so he was released by Rangers. We brought him in, finishing of 11, composure 13, acceleration of 11 and pace of 11, 5'9", not going to score many headers, but he is a good backup player to have for Rooney and for Monaghan. Of course, we didn't really have a backup last season. We had Mark the Tower, who's still here, but yeah, we have a good, decent backup here who can maybe come on, make an impact and step in games when needed, and hopefully he can do that for a pretty high wage. We'll go back to him, he is on a pretty high wage of 3,500, so yeah, we expect him to be making a good impact. Mark the Tower is also on the bench for the first game of the season. Two players we've brought in who aren't in the squad for this first game. First up is a backup centre-back on loan from Kilmarnock, is Charlie Harrison. He's not rated very highly by the assistant manager or the coaches, but I think he's a good backup to have. 6'4", jump reach of 16, little bit of pace about him, bravery's good, determination good, marking and heading are decent enough, tackling. It's just a good backup to have. We didn't really have a fourth choice centre back. We had Ian Knight who can cover across the back four, so Charlie Harrison comes in on loan really just to cover the centre back position as well. And a backup left back we brought in is Thierry Small, also released from relegated Dundee. He's been at Celtic and Livingston as well. Just a good backup left back to have for us with Sears there. So we didn't have really a specialist left back. With Ian Knight, as I said, can cover all the back four. So now we have a specialist left back. We have Stephen Moore can cover right back, and then we have Knight who can cover all along. So we've definitely depth at the back now. We've depth in midfield. Yeah, there's a bit more depth in our squad, and that's what I was trying to build over the summer. Our budget was tight, so we couldn't exactly bring in superstars to change our starting 11. Hopefully the starting 11 will just develop more over the season from last season, and yeah, we have players who can come in, make an impact, and also it will help hopefully with making cup runs as well, which the club needs. But yeah, that is our new starting squad for the season. The starting 11 is the same. Can we start with 3 points? So here we are at Rugby Park for the first game of the season. Newly promoted Kilmarnock back in the Scottish Premiership. They'll be looking for a good start. Toby Collier, their captain in midfield. We know him from the championship games we played against Kilmarnock. There's our starting 11. We've won all our games in the League Cup. It's been a good pre-season. There's a little bit of confidence about how I feel for this season. We are predicted not to be in the relegation battle, just above it. I think we've built a good squad. Can we start off the season with 3 points? 22 minutes in, first highlight goal kick for Kilmarnock, played long, won in the air by Monaghan, but he can't pick out a player for us. Can we win the ball back in midfield? McKinstry plays it forward to Aiken for them. There's a run from Clark, he's through at Sears, crossing into the box. Can we defend it? It's going to fall to Warnock, and Camarda wins it back for us now. Can we quickly counter-attack? Tries to pick out Rooney, can't quite do it. The winner of that header is a Kilmarnock player, so it falls to the edge of the box. Ibrahim steps up, boots it away, Monaghan can't get to it. Here is Collier in midfield, plays it out to Clark. Sears tries to put a bit of pressure on him. It's going to be Clark versus Sears. Sears wins it back, plays it to Ibrahim. Now McLuckie, can we hit them on an attack here? Bobby McLuckie cutting in midfield, good run, then pass it out to Monaghan. Monaghan holds it up, waits for McLuckie maybe to get back out wide from Monaghan, looking for options, plays it through to Bobby McLuckie in the box, squares it to Chambers, and his shot is saved by Frick in goals. Lovely save from him, and we keep the pressure on here with a corner kick. Camarda to take it. Can he pick anyone out in the box? Plays it in, near post, headed up in the air. McLuckie, back to Rooney, and Frick makes the save again. That's really good goalkeeping. He's made 2 good saves here, and we really are now turning the pressure on Kilmarnock. They've started decent enough in this game, but now we're on the attack. Through to the far post, Ibrahim can't win the header. Monaghan takes it down. Will he get the cross in? Monaghan, he squares it back to Evans in space. The centre back goes back to Monaghan. Across the far post, Kamara can't win the header. Collier gets it clear. It's Sears on it ball now. Can he get another cross into the box? Sears to the byline. It'll stay 0-0. Free kick right on the edge of the box for Warnock to take, and thankfully it's off target. That was a very dangerous place to give away a free kick. Sears with a throw in here. 2 minutes and a half remaining. Tries to go into the box. Can't quite do it, but we have it back now. And here's Sears on his full debut since his permanent signing. That is cleared to Evans. Here's Goodyear. Goodyear with a bit of space. He's going to take the shot. Goodyear into Monaghan. Oh, last year's top scorer fires over. That's a big miss right on half time. Minute of injury time to be played. We go into half time. We dominate that half. We created the chances. They weren't brilliant. We had 8 shots, 5 on target. Good first half. Let's build on it. Corner kick, 5 minutes into the second half. Kamara to take it. Could we strike here from a set piece? Kamara goes far post. Monaghan's there. Ibrahim. Oh, he couldn't keep the header down. And it's the first chance of the second half. Ball played forward here to Kamara. A bit of space for him to run into. He's got Monaghan and Rooney with him. He plays it to Rooney. Oh, his first touch wasn't great. Falls to Monaghan. Out to Kamara in space here now. Can he produce a cross? Or is he going to go himself? Get across. Rooney. Oh, another save from Frick. Oh, he's just... When we do create good chances, the keeper is standing up to it. Just shy of the hour mark. We would have hit the front there and probably seen this game home. But here's Goodyear to whip this cross in. No one contested at the near post. Warnock picks it up for Kilmarnock. They bring it forward just to ease the pressure. Chambers wins it back to Reese Evans. He plays it forward to Ibrahim. Ibrahim looking for options. Through to Monaghan. Quickly on to Chambers. Chambers tried to take a shot with the outside of the foot. It's blocked by a Kilmarnock defender, and Clark brings it forward for them. He just boots it away up towards Joel Neald, and it'll stay 0-0. Hour gone. Goal kick for Kilmarnock. They're going to go long with it. Can we win it in the air? We can through Evans. Goodyear. Oh, just couldn't take it under control there. So it's back with Toby Collier into Aiken. Aiken cut out by Chambers. Chambers has it now to Greg Monaghan. Monaghan looking for options to Goodyear. Goodyear to Corey Sears. Sears, bit of space, comes infield the left back, goes for a long ball towards Kamara. Kamara wins in the air, down to Chambers. Chance here. Oh, we've hit the post. Monaghan can't get turned. McLucky. Oh, blocked by the defender. Oh, Greg Monaghan just couldn't get turned there to get the shot away to an open goal. Now it's Corey Sears on the ball. Sears with the cross in. Kamara's there. Kamara can't win the header. Rooney heads it down. Collier intercepts it, brings it forward. The Kilmarnock captain up to Warnock, and he fires it to Aiken. Aiken looking for options to Clark, and Kilmarnock are going to hit us on the counter-attack here, are they? McLucky gets a tackle in. It is a free kick given away, but it stops that counter-attack. Ball played forward here to Toby Collier. 15 minutes to go. We made a couple of substitutions. We brought on Guest and Skeet for Rooney and Chambers as Wright brings it forward. Oh, thankfully that shot is off target. 15 minutes to go. Throw in for Kilmarnock. Collier plays it back. Skeet intercepts it. Here is Scott Guest coming forward. He looks so small in that midfield. Guest. I'd like to see him alongside the tower, but here is Longridge coming forward. We must check after the game what Scott Guest's height is, because I can't remember it now. In comes the cross towards Aiken with the header. It's onto the roof of the net, and with 12 minutes to go, looks like it's going to be a 0-0 draw. Goal kick for Kilmarnock here. 10 minutes to go. They go along with it. Can we win it in the air? Evans does win it down to Skeet. He holds it up, plays it out to McLucky. McLucky has options ahead of him. What can he do here? McLucky, can he get a cross in? He's got Monaghan, got Rooney in there. Kamara's there. Kamara wins the header, and Frick makes the save again. Another chance we don't take. Free kick for Kilmarnock. It is 5 minutes to go. They pick out Clark here, and they push forward to try and hunt this goal for them. And it's into Longridge. This is danger for us. He's taking it down. Abraham doesn't get the tackle. McKinstry. Oh, it's in. Oh, it's late heartbreak on opening day. We have dominated this game, not taking our chances. And Kilmarnock, on their first day back in the Scottish Premiership, are going to steal 3 points. It looks like Clark. Longridge here beats Ibrahim to it, and that's where the danger really started. Ibrahim couldn't stop the cross then. He picks out McKinstry. It gets a huge deflection off Pereira, I think. Pete's kneeled. We're 1-0 down. Free kick here. We're over the injury time. It is going to be an opening day defeat. Oh, he played so well though. That's the thing that'll be nice. Harkin just boots that away. It won't really matter. Hind will pick it up for Kilmarnock. The full-time whistle will go. We played really well in this game. We deserved to be ahead. We deserved the 3 points, but we've given it away, and that could be costly at the end of the season. Remember, we missed out on European football by a point last season. If it's that close again, it's this opening day defeat we might remember. It's all over here. We've lost on the first day of the season to newly promoted Kilmarnock, 1-0. So an opening day defeat there leaves us down in 9th position, 0 points on the board. We are ahead of Rangers though, which is positive. We're ahead of Dunfermline as well. So yeah, positive start to the season I think in terms of our performance. We were creating chances, dominating that game, didn't take them, and then Kilmarnock hit us with that sucker punch. But yeah, I'm positive enough about that start of the season, even with the defeat, and hopefully we can go ahead and build on it. We did want to check Scott Guest, his height, because he looked so small in the match engine. He's 5'2". He's 5'2" with a jump reach of 2. Oh, I really want to see him alongside the Tower in a lineup. Hopefully we'll see that at some point during the season. In terms of our next episode, we're going to come back for our first meeting of the season with an Old Firm side. So we're going to take on Dunfermline first, newly promoted side again. We're away to them at East End Park. We played them many times in League One and the Championship, so we're going to take them on. And then it is Rangers at home. We bet them at home on the last day of the season, but missed out by a point. Can we get a win there? We will be at Celtic off camera at Celtic Park to test ourselves out with them, but it'll be our first meeting with an Old Firm side on camera in the next episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please drop a like on the video. Always good to see more likes and the people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback either on the summer business or on that opening day fixture in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel grow and helps you catch every episode of the Highland Fling. And until the next one, please take it easy.